Hello, Blood Bowl fans. I didn't really quite set myself up well enough, so I'm just opening one more thing because I'm an idiot for starting this without planning it out all the way. And this is going to be an awkward video because I could have been really clever and made the rounds before I made the video, but there's still one game outstanding, so I decided not to do that in the end. I'm just making sure that I do have the list in front of me though, so I don't miss a single team. And we're having a look at the Chaos Invitational teams after the first round. I can't confirm the scores yet because we don't have the scores yet, but as things stand, ICBBL are quite comfortably in the lead, and Nadico's Chosen are quite comfortably in the gutter, which is not really a surprise, to be honest. Well, I mean, Nadico's Chosen, not necessarily ICBBL. There are a few contenders for the top spot, but it's nice to see who's where. The individual table is quite interesting as well, and I will actually link the document right now when I'm talking in Twitch, and I'll try to remember to stick it in YouTube, but I've been pretty bad at remembering to do that recently. So if my computer actually speeds up, then I'll get that link to you now. Ah, there we go. It says. There we kind of go. Has that worked? Let's find out. Where's Twitch? Twitch is there. Yes, that's worked. Right, so in the Twitch chat right now, you can actually go to the document if you can't get to it any other way. But let's have a look at what we've got here, and we'll go round by round, I guess. So we'll start with Nadico's Chosen against Mad Academy. We'll have a look at the teams that are here. Of course, this will also be an introduction where you can have a look at the bounties that you want to give me by this Friday. So you have until Friday to decide on your final bounty list. You actually get to see all these things in play right now. And anybody who is in chat, I don't know how often I'm going to check, to be honest. There's a few too many things going on the computer, and I'm afraid I'm going to freeze, crash, anything. So anyway, without further ado, let's do this. Starting with the captain of the Mad Academy, then. We'll have a look at Point Blank. And his team, Lizardman team, French Flair. Let's see how they've done. I haven't actually had a look at most of his teams, so this is exciting for me as well as you. So team value 1,190 after 4 games, 40k in the bank as well. Still an 11-man roster. We've got 3 team murals and an apothecary. Now, the Crocskull's picked up break tackle, which is nice. And there's one Saurus that's leveled up and got block. The rest haven't yet leveled. There's a skink that has sidestep, and 3 more skinks that haven't managed to level either. But it's pretty slow development for a lizard team, actually. However, there is SPP dotted about. There's a 5 on a Saurus, a 5 on a skink, a 3 on a skink, and a couple of 2s. But everybody's quite low after 4 games. That's relatively interesting. Let's have a look how they did as well, I guess. So they had 1 win and 3 draws, which is a surprising score for the Lizards, and I'm pretty sure their 1 win was against me and my Goblins. So that's where they stand. I mean, all the names are here if you do want to stick a bounty on this team, though I don't think there's anything really worth bountying after this particular round. There we go, though. I guess I'll go through all of Mad Academy and then I'll go through the others. It's going to be a confusing way of doing it, but I think it's going to make more sense than anything else. So next up we've got, I always want to say break YouTube, and I'm going to stick with that. So break YouTube, or break U2, break YT, hard to say, with the Elven team that puts, they changed the name actually, okay, and Remplacement d'Olsef, of course, yes. We've got the Wood Elf team here. This is actually a replacement team because Olsef, we can all congratulate him on his baby. He had to leave the league to become a dad. So as far as reasons to leave a league go, I think that's top of the list as acceptable. This is of course a Wood Elf team. It's a very battered Wood Elf team. There's 2 injured pieces and there's 2 pieces missing, so wow. Anyway, we've got a War Dancer who has an injury of some description. It is a miss next game. A second War Dancer that does have Strip Ball, and a Catcher with nothing, actually. He's a rookie, never mind. Then we've got all the linemen also rookies, so only 1 level up on this team. 1 lineman is also injured with, again, miss next game. There's a 5 here, a 4 here, and that's it for SPP, so pretty bad luck for the Wood Elves so far, it would appear. Team value 740, 110 in the bank, so could get an extra catcher on the team. It's probably what he's going to go for. Don't think he can quite afford the tree. He might be saving for the tree though. 2 team murals and an apothecary. Having a look at their games so far. They've lost to and inherited Osef's score, of course, which was at least 1 win. It may have actually been 2 wins, I can't remember. I can check the sheet, but the sheet is linked, so you can check it yourself if you want to. I will go through the current bounty list at the end as well, so just so you know who is already bountied, so you don't bounty them again. Please do remember that any piece that has already been named as a bounty cannot be named a second time. Once it's named, that's it, it's bountied. So you have to name fresh players every time. I think only 1 bounty was actually claimed in the first round, and 1 bounty piece was fired because they took a stat bust, which is not against the rules. So you can argue that it's maybe not the most sportsmanlike move, but I'm not going to punish it in any way. I'm not even going to say myself that I think it's unsportsmanlike. It's not against the rules, so if you get a stat busted piece, you can get rid of it. Not going to change the rules on that. Third team in the Mad Academy then, we've got Minimus. Minimus is the second Goblin team. They sit at 890 TV with 110k in the bank, and I've decided I'll check chat after each team, I guess. So you guys can chat if you want to. There's a troll god apparently. That's a shame. Second troll has 4 SPP. The Pogo that is bountied is on minus strength. He also has 5 SPP. There's nothing on the weapons. Oh wait, the Bombardier is down here. Nothing on the weapons. There's an agility minus movement goblin though, which is an interesting piece. A sidestep goblin, and there are some SPP dotted about 5, a 4, 2 3s, and a 2. So not bad development for the goblins here. 3 team murals, no apothecary on this team. And looking at their statistics, 2-1-1. That's actually really good for goblins. Really good for goblins. No wonder, no wonder our team are doing so badly. Yeah, 2-1-1. That's really, really impressive. But here are all the names if you want to put some kind of bounty on the piece. On Friday as well, I will do the video announcing the new bounties, and I will also refresh the old bounties telling you how many points each piece are worth, of course. And last up in the Mad Academy team then, there is Godnier and his Pas encore mort, sorry. More. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. 150 TV, 100k in the bank. We got Mighty Blow on a white, we got plus movement on a ghoul, we got block on a zombie. There are 2 5s on the zombies, a 4 on a ghoul, 4 on a mummy, and 2 2s, 1 on a white, 1 on a mummy. Not bad, not bad. I especially like the movement ghoul. If somebody doesn't bounty that, I will be incredibly shocked. I really doubt it'll be our team though. It's tactical fallacy to stick a bounty on that piece, but I'm sure that other people will be quick to bounty that movement a ghoul there. And when I finish off this round as well, because we've just gone through all of the Mad Academy teams, you get 1 bounty per team you are not up against. So you do not get to bounty the team that you are in competition with, but you do get to bounty the other 4 with 1 bounty per member of the team. Well, 1 bounty per team on 1 member of the team. I worded that really badly. Okay, so that's it for this first one. Let's have a quick drop in with chat. Hey Undo and hello Poncho. Good to have you here. Any questions, or if you think I could be doing this better, please do let me know, because well, to be honest, I didn't really think about this before I sat down and did it. So if you want further confirmation, etc., then great. Hey D. Yeah, you missed Mad, but it's all there. So let's go through who's already bountied on Mad Academy, I guess, because that's probably a sensible way of doing it. So let me get the bounties up. Way too many tabs here. So far bountied on Mad. Stanech, the Goblin Pogo, is on 6 points. That's in Gordonier's team. Then also on Mad Academy, we've got Dilril and Vikanwe. That's a lineman and a war dancer. Is Dilril still alive? I think he was, actually. They're, of course, now on Break YT's team, not Osef's, so just updating that as I speak. So those two, I will double check after the video, but I think those two are still in the team, 3 points each. And the last on Mad is dead, apparently. No. Huh. I can't see the last on Mad for some reason. Were there only 3 on Mad Academy? That doesn't make any sense. Well, for some reason I can only see 3. I may be losing my mind though, so if somebody can see something that I can't see, then please do let me know. But I can only see 3 names from Mad Academy. That's weird. I'm pretty sure there were 4. And oh, because there's 6 on the Goblin. Never mind. Yes, so there was a double on the Goblin and 3 on each of the Wood Elves. Sorry, getting confused by my own rules. Right, so, and on to Madico's Chosen then, and the teams as they stand, who were Mad Academy's opponents. So first we start off with Undo, who is in chat, and his Necromantic team sitting at 1,140. No money, so I guess he spent it. Free 2 rerolls. It's quite a lot for Necromantic, but sure thing. White on 4 SPP and a white on 5 SPP. A werewolf with block, also close to leveling again. A werewolf on 3 SPP. A flesh golem with guard, and a zombie with wrestle. There's also a 5 and a 2 SPP zombie in the team as well. So here are the names if you want to consider one of them as your potential head chopping. Okay. And next in the team for... Oh, sorry, I've been checking the... Of course, I've been checking the records. Let's not do that. Let's do that. So they've gone 3 draws and a loss, which is surprising for Necromantic, but I don't know. We've had a rough start in Madico's Chosen. What can I say? So there's that. Next up in the team of Madico's Chosen, my own team, we have D-Man, who is the Dark Elf coach and Unforgiving Dominators, in honor of the best elf coach I know and do. It just came out of my mouth. I wasn't actually planning on reading mottos. 1280 TV, 50k in the bank, and there's still... Is there? Yep, there's still an assassin in the team. So, 2 team rerolls and an apothecary. Vodka's picked up block. Undo the assassin has also picked up block. There's a blitzer with plus agility, a blitzer with tackle. I think there are going to be quite a lot of names given for your team D. And then we've got a guard lineman and a guard block lineman. Very nice development on the Dark Elves here in 4 games. Let's have a look how they've done, then I'll have a look at the teams. The names, sorry. 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. And I'll just leave them up for a second so you can potentially pause it and take a name if you want to, I guess is what we're going for here. I think either Metalhead or Undo are going to be in trouble this round, but we'll see. And third in the group then, we've got Blissful Fire and his Nurgle team, sitting at 1080 TV with 100k in the bank. Evil Comes is the name of the team. 2 team rerolls. We've got Beast of Nurgle with Stanfern. He's also close to leveling if he manages to score a touchdown, which would be awesome. We got a Nurgle Warrior with 4. We got Nurgle Warrior with block. We got a Pestigore with block. 1 on another Pestigore. Rotter with 7. 2 injured Rotters. One of them has at least minus movement, and let's see if this is just a miss next. Yeah, double miss next on the other one. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, he has enough money to replace one of them, so he may replace this busted one with, I guess, a Pestigore. But, yeah, that's one thing I should have probably mentioned. We have until Friday, of course, and I'm not going to force coaches to keep their team the same, so there is a small chance that there will be pieces added by Friday. I will ask coaches, please do get your team up to date by Friday, so people can bounty with the best knowledge they can possibly have. That would be appreciated. Okay, and lastly in this group then is my own team. The captain of this team. I didn't check the record again, I'm sorry. I'll go back and check it. I'll go back and check it now, actually. Bliss. So, radio. We're on 1 win, 3 draws with Blissful Fire. So that's where that stands. I mean, it is all in the Excel sheet that has been linked in chat, of course. So you can check it yourself, but still, I'll try to remember. And lastly, then the Gobbo gets my team. 920 TV with 140k in the bank. My team is not going to get any updates, I guess. I may buy an Apothecary, that'll be it. But this is the team as it would stand. So I have a Troll with Break Tackle and a Troll on 5 SPP. I've done alright with the Trolls, actually. Pogo has managed to pick up Sidestep, and I know for a fact he does have a bounty on him, so you can keep that in mind. And the free weapons haven't picked up any SPP. I got a 2 on a Goblin and a 3 on a Goblin, otherwise all the SPP has gone to the 3 most important players, luckily for me. In terms of how I've done, I've gone 0-0-3. The game between myself and Osef never happened, so we are done, but the replacement time was a bit too tight, so unfortunately that game simply didn't get played. So I'm basically a 3-game team as opposed to a 4-game team. And that says for certain then Break YouTube has a 1-0-2, I believe. I believe that's his record. Okie doke. So that's mine if you want to put something on me. There's a few juicy choices. I mean, well, any of the weapons basically. I wouldn't be surprised to see Loonies getting bountied this time around. Sorry for the long pause. I had a moment where my brain stopped working. I have many a moment, but still. The bounties on this team then, Demon's Vodka, the Witch Elf, has 6 points on her, so she's had a double. And then the other 2 are on my Pogoa, like I said. And the last one is on Blissful Fire's Rotter Evil Comes. And I didn't check if the player was still in the team, but again, I'll do all that afterwards. Going into chat then. Oh, chat's gone mad. Okay. There are 4, but 1 was twice. Yeah, thank you. No flings action. Nothing particularly interesting. D-Man saying he still needs a kicker on his team. I forgot the first blitzer skill is dodge. Tackle is fine. Okay, yeah, nothing too stressful to report there. So moving on to the next group then. We are Rebel Rookie against BB Lands. Blood Bowl, League, Australia, New Zealand, I don't know. You guys need to tell me how to say your thing, actually. I just assume it's BB Lands, but could be anything, I guess. But Blands? I don't know. Anyway, we'll start with... let's start with... it was Captain against Captain, so... let's start with Rebel Rookie League. Why not? So... Has this game been played? That's the question. Yes, it has. Okay, so Kakengrad. And his Dark Elf team, the captain. Friendship is there. Kakengrad and McNaughton are actually switching teams. I allowed this for the reason I didn't want to lose McNaughton as a coach, so it was a way of getting around the fact he wanted to change his team, basically. So I've allowed the... Most people already know this, I'm now making it official. It's been allowed that the 2 teams will be switching for round 2, so this will actually be McNaughton's team going into round 2, and it will have to be the same team. So team value 1,160k, 2 team rules, and an Apothecary. We've got quite a lot of development, actually. A Blitzer with Mighty Blow, a Blitzer with plus movement, that's very nice development on the Blitzers, a Blitzer with Guard, a Blitzer who has 5 SPP, so the Blitzers have done very well. There's a lineman with Dodge, and he also needs to level up again, but it has been rolled, unfortunately. There's a lineman on 5, and a lineman with Kick. There's also a lineman who's out. He has in this next game injury. That's the team as it stands. This was the team also that fired their stat-busted 6-point piece, I believe. I'm pretty sure, actually. I don't know why, but I think Twilight Sparkle is also bountied, though I'm not 100% sure, so I'll check that when I've gone through all the teams. But there we go, there's the team as they stand. And again, I didn't check the record because I'm an idiot. So they sit at 3-0-1. Okay, and then next in Rebel Rookie League team, we've got... that's the wrong team, it's great. And we'll go for McNaughton. This will now be Cake, so these two teams are switched. Just keep that in mind. Moonlight on Leaf, 40k, 980 TV. Vampires. There's a vampire that's leveled but hasn't rolled it yet, 4 rerolls and an apothecary. There's a vampire that has 1 SPP. I guess not leveling actually makes sense because the two teams are going to switch, so the coaches in question can actually choose their level up. So that's actually fair enough when I think about it, if that's the way. There's barely any development on this team though, it's very strange. There's a 1 on a vampire, a 1 on a thrall, and the 10 on the one that's leveled. That's the team as it stands though. And they've gone 4 straight losses, unfortunately, for McNaughton. I know he has been trying hard though. I know he's had some bad luck. I've seen some of it, to be fair. Then we've got Steak Mittens in this team. Steak Mittens running the Orcs, the Hunt for Red October, which I think is my favourite team name in this Chaos Invitational. 1180 TV, pretty decent solid number, 140k. And we've got Blork, James Blork. I haven't even looked at the names, this is fantastic. I love this team, gotta admit. 3 team rerolls and an apothecary here, and there's a guard on a Black Hawk. Each of the blitzers have leveled. One has dodge, one has agility, one has tackle, one has mighty blow. There's a lineman with 3 SPP, and that's all she wrote for Red October. So there's the guys you may want to stomp. Jim looks like a pretty good target to me, but what do I know? And they've gone 2-1-1, and I'm choking a little bit on coffee trying to hide that, but I'm sure it does show in my voice, so apologies for that. And lastly in this team then, who's lastly in this team? Shadora. Again, forgive me if I can't pronounce your names or anything, guys, because I haven't had enough interaction with most of you. This is, of course, the hybrid team of the Rebel Rookie League. Donkeys and Elephants, the Lisbon team. 1210 TV, 110k in the bank. Excuse me. Hillary Clinton. That wasn't a call to bounty here. No, no, no. Is on 5 SPP. Hasn't yet leveled though, the Croxigor. There are 2 Block Sorai. There's a double skink with sidestep. I don't know why a double skink. There are 2 skinks with sidestep. And I'm pretty certain that Drumpf has been bountied. But again, we'll have a look at that in just a second. But there we go, that's the team as they stand, so you can decide which president or presidential candidate you don't really like, and decide to step on their tail. Because that's how politics works. There's also a 5, a 2, there's a few SPP dotted about as well, so they've done alright. And they sit on 3 wins, 1 draws. Of course they do, they're America. America, fuck yeah, quite. Anyway, let's have a look at what we have in terms of bounties then, and I'll come to chat after that. On this team already then, the pieces that you cannot bounty. Rainbow Dash, the runner, got fired because of minus armor, so you wouldn't bounty him anyway. Come on Nature, the thrall in McNaughton's Moonlight on Leaf, which will be Kakengrad's Moonlight on Leaf. It sits on 3. And Drumpf from Donkeys and Elephants, like I said, the skink, he also sits on 3. If you name a piece Drumpf, of course he gets bountied. I mean, that's just common sense. Let's catch up with chat. Bliss, if you're listening, score that black sheep. Okie doke. So Bliss, if you're listening, score that black sheep. There we go. If you're not listening, then do it anyway. And his blitzers don't roll normals, I guess. It would appear that way. I guess we're talking about the Dark Elf team, where they had some interesting development. Or the Orc team, even. They had some interesting development, too. And let's have a look at Beebelands, then. Starting with Team Captain Monkey Chunks. And his Wood Elf team. Pasty fast goblins. 80k, 1070 TV. Okay, interesting. Well, just interesting the way he set this up. So there's an injured lineman. Let's start with him. He's got a miss next. There's a 1, a 3, a 5, and a dodge on the lineman group. There's a catcher with block. There's a war dancer with plus strength. Oh my god, and a war dancer with plus agility strip ball. Are you freaking kidding me? Go monkey chunks. Madness. And a treeman that is on 2 SPP. I'm pretty sure the treeman is actually bountied, because I think we bountied him. So there is that. He hasn't been stomped to death yet though. His roots still stand. That's the team as you can see though. And 1-1-2, but still that fantastic development. That's quite impressive, let's be honest. Just a 1 team reroll, and of course an apothecary. That's Monkey Chunks. Then we have, got to go right to the back again because that's how it works. Lockstar. With his dwarf team, Fat Goblins. 1170 TV, 140k in the bank. And 11 players, sorry. There's one middle man missing. 3 team rerolls and an apothecary. Brian Blessed is still alive, but he's taken a minus agility. Yep, suits him. Again, if you do not know Brian Blessed, please go look him up. Listen to the man. He is legendary. Just in the flavour of his voice, if nothing else. And Second Troll Slayer has 2 SPP. There's a runner with dodge, and there's not a second runner. I was going to say a second runner. There's a blitzer with plus agility, of all things, and a blitzer with 4 SPP. And on the Longbeard side, we've just got the 2 levels. Both of them have picked up guard. And there you go, a lot of British legends there that you can potentially stomp on. They're not all British, I think I made this mistake last time, but still. Your choice, which beard you decide to pull. Not him. Please, not him. It's not even worth it, to be honest. Minus agility, no SPP, why would you? And again, I didn't check his record. Let's have a look. 202. There we go. And next in the BB Lands lineup, we've got Zauvek, the Zauvek. I kind of feel like I should be able to pronounce this, but I don't know. I'm not sure that it is Slavic, though it looks a little bit Slavic. Anyway, this is the Goblin team, and even though Monkey Chunks is the captain of the team, Zauvek is the leader of BB Lands in general, so just keep that in mind. 930 TV and 20k. This is the third of 3 Goblin teams as well, I believe. Yes, I believe so. So, both trolls. One troll has 2 SPP. Looney and Fanatic are both injured, and Bombardier is non-existent. So, miss next on Looney. That's really good news for whoever he's up against. And, come on. Miss next on the Fanatic as well. But there is an awesome Goblin, and if he doesn't get bountied, then there's something wrong with the universe. Agility Sidestep. And also on the Goblin team, we've got a 3 and a 5. 3 team rerolls and Apothecary on this team. Let's give you a second to have a look at the names if you decide you want to splat one. Early. But of course, I'm in no way going to bias your opinion. Early. Absolutely not. That would be against my code of conduct. And we sit on 2 wins, 2 losses, so every Goblin team but mine are doing pretty well. My Goblin team suck so far, but there we go. And last in this group then, last in this team, we've got GW007, which is one of the hardest names to say in this game, but still. And Corpse Goblins, or G-Doggedy, as he's known in-game. Necromantic team, 910 TV, 70k in the bank. Looking good. Right then, 2 team rerolls. We've got a 5 on a zombie that's at the top for some reason, because the zombie's number 1, because why not? Both Flesh Columns picked up 2. There's a dodge werewolf and a 5 werewolf. And then there's a zombie with block, another zombie with 2, and a zombie with 5. There are no whites in this team. Wow. Oh, this is the team where he said he hasn't been able to replace a white. That's a real shame. That didn't sound... That didn't sound too authentic, but I meant it actually. That's really quite sad. I do feel sorry for you in that regard. I don't think he's picked up a trophy, so that's a shame. I have had the interesting question about zombies and rotters, etc. joining the team. Does the bounty carry? And I'm still thinking about it, to be honest. But I did originally say no, though I'm kind of coming around to the idea because it's quite funny. I didn't check the record. Damn it. Right then, and that's it for those teams. Just going to have a quick look at GW's record there before we move on to the bounties. So far for this group, we're 1-1-2 on this team. So, taking a look at bounties then. Where are we? And PB lands. So, Sirius the Black, one of the two werewolves, has a double bounty on him. Then we've got Pinebird the Treeman, like I said, on free. And the Pogoer, of course, I forgot about the Pogoer, is also on free on the Goblin team. So each of the Pogos, of course, this time is probably going to be each of the Chainsaws, the Loonies. Okay, 2 more teams to get through then. We've got ICBBL and Rebel. The score so far will of course go up this evening when the last game is played, but I want to get this video done now when I had a bit of time. So we're not going to start with a team captain this time, I guess. We're going to start with we'll start with ICBBL. So we'll start with Saima, Gods of Winter, the vampire team, or Papillon game. 1190, 40k in the bank, and I didn't check with chat. Let's have a quick drop in with chat. Sorry, chat. So, oh gosh, that Wealth team. Indeed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Our just needs block now. That's the Bloodstep AG4 Goblin, yeah. I don't know, it's airily. I'm not trying to pronounce it, so yeah, sure. Right, anyway, this team then, 4 vampires, 2 of which have dodge, 1 has 2, 1 has 4. And then for the frills, we've got a wrestle, we've got a minus movement, a second wrestle, a 5, a 4, and a 2. I think we've had enough time to look at this team, to be fair, when I was talking, but I will leave it up a little bit longer. I do know that this piece is bountied for a fact, because I just saw it in the list, though. 4 team murals and an apothecary. I feel I already said that. 2 wins, 2 losses. Not bad, Si. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright then. And next in the group, we've got Mesh, who is actually new to the admin team for AD English, of course. So, well, since I did a video where I looked at his team at least, he's new to the admin team, I think. Anyway, Orc Team, Power Tools, playing for ICBBL because he's a traitor, like Chris J, who's also a traitor, but they're in ICBBL first, so can't complain. 30k TV, no, yeah, 30k in the bank, 1000 TV. Let's have a look what we got here then. I don't think they've played their last game, to be fair, so these are a game behind. They haven't, actually, their game is tonight. So Black Orc with block. A Black Orc with an injury that's going to be rectified after the game, so I'm not going to talk about that. 1 Blitzer has Mighty Blow. We have a Blitzer with 3 and 2 Blitzers with 1. The linemen have picked up a lot of SPP as well. That looks like 2 MVPs, because 2 linemen are on 5, and 1 is on 2. 3 team rerolls and an apothecary. They still have 1 game to go, so do check in with this team and the team of Metal, who has unfortunately replaced Nosedive. Not unfortunately that Metal's here, I'm glad that Metal's back. It's good to have his cuddly, very English, bearded, jolly, well, man, back with us. I know that sentence didn't make sense, but I ran out of ideas. And, well, it's good to have Metal back, honestly. He's been missed. But unfortunately for Nosedive, who has had to leave. I don't know the exact reasons, but I do know that they were legitimate, so no problem. And Mesh's record sits at 2 wins and a loss with 1 game outstanding. So there's that team. And then in the team we've got Japati, who came in for Varkson, who was a sad, sad loss. Very sad loss. One of the saddest that we've had in the community. But again, legitimate reasons, so absolutely no complaints. TV 1000, 100k in the bank, 2 team rerolls. We've got Wolf with 5, we've got a White with 10, we've got a Fleshy with 2, and we've got a Zombie with 5, and 2 Zombies with 2. Only 1 level so far. Slightly slow development for the Wolves of Kala here, but, well, they'll catch up eventually. What can I say? And they're on 1-2, I think they're on 1-3. I think that Vabson lost his game, so I'm pretty sure they're on 0-1-3. I didn't really give you enough time to look at the team then, I'm sorry. Let's give that one more look. They pretty much all have the same name. If you do want to put a bounty on one of these zombies, please say the team number, and I will put it on the number. And Japati, I asked, please don't rearrange these guys, just so the number stays consistent, just in case. If there's no bounty, no problem, but if they bounty one, then, you know, just in case. Alright then, and last in Team ICBBL, we've got Andy's, of course. And his Dark Elves, Elves Under Doping. 90k in the bank, 1110 TV, and purple, purple, purple. Oh, there's Ninja Blitzer. Let's have a look at him first. Oh, he's diggled. Well, we're waiting to replace him, that's why he's at the bottom of the list, I guess. No Apothecary yet. Oh, that's a tough choice. I'd buy the Apothecary, to be honest, but that is a tough choice. 2 team rerolls, because you want to replace the Blitzer, but yeah, I'd take the Apothecary and suffer the niggle for at least one more game if it was me. Witch Elf with block, Blitzer with blodge, Blitzer with 5, Blitzer with 0. 2 linemen with 5, 2 linemen with 3, 2 linemen with dodge. It's good development for these Dark Elves again. The Elves have done really well out of this league so far. And they sit on 3-0-1. And I'll give you another second to have a look at the team. Did I have a look at the last record? I don't remember. No, I'm not going to go back now. But anyway, there are the team names if you so wish to kill something. And why wouldn't you? So, let's have a look at the bounties as they stand on Team ICBBL. So, ICBBL, we've got the 3 points on the Witch Elf on Andy's team, that Witch Elf with block. She's still standing, still going strong. That's 9 points. Why is she still going strong? And then the Frul, that I pointed to on the team of Saima with 3 points on him. So let's check in with chat as well. Where are we? Bounty Wolfbot. Yeah. Bounty one of those zombies, just decide what number. Yeah, I got no problem with bounty one of them, just like I say, give me the number as opposed to the name, because if you say Wolfbot, I'm just going to ignore it, to be honest. I'll accept it as a troll choice, but won't put a bounty on the troll in response. Alright then, and we look at Rebel, the last team. Gerber, Undead, have to pay respect, 1090, 50k. I'm going to struggle to find Full Metal's team, aren't I? Well, I'll have a look for it afterwards. So, Mummy with 2, Mummy with 4, White with Mighty Blow, White with Level Up hasn't rolled. Ghoul with 13 hasn't rolled. Oh dear. Zombie with 2, Zombie with 5. So there are 3 levels, but haven't rolled them all yet. Captain Kush looks like a good choice for a bounty to me, as does any of the other ghouls, to be honest. But still, that's the team as they stand. And we're sitting on 3-0-1 with this team. So there's the names if you want to put something on them. I'm looking, but I don't think these guys have had a bounty on them yet. And Huge Jackman, a real legend in Rebel, is still standing, so that's good to see. Okay. Next in the group then, who we got? We've got Full Metal. Alright, let's see if I can get Full Metal in, actually. Oh, he has been invited, it looks like. Yes, okay, this is the team. So, Rebel Wilson Tribute Act. This is the replacement team. It should be exactly the same. I'm pretty sure I did confirm it, to be fair, so fine. Totally been here the whole time, I like it. 1080 TV, and of course, because they have come in as a custom team for this game, they still have a game to play. They are sitting on no bank at the moment. And this could well be legitimate. I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure it is. So, Warpstone Troll with block, and both Skaven Blitzers have picked up block as well. No, they haven't, they're rookies, I'm an idiot. Skaven Thrower has picked up block though. And then we've got Wrestle on a Skaven Lineman. So that's how that stands. I'm getting a bit confused by different leagues, so I'm not going to make any comment on this. I'm just going to check it afterwards to make sure it is legitimate. I'm going to say that it is, though. And 3 team rerolls and an Apothecary here. Then we've got... what do we got? We've got nothing. Of course. Why am I even checking the record? That's just silly, isn't it? But the team names, if you do want to pay attention to them, I'll just leave them up for one more second. And a bit longer than a second. Okay, and welcome back, Full Metal. Good to have you here, man. Really good to have you here. I say welcome back. You've never actually played with us, but you've been with us, so good to have you, either way. And then we got Rumblebee, the team captain for Rebel. Full Metal, of course, is the big man on campus in Rebel, but Rumblebee is the team captain. 1020 TV, 50k in the bank, and pretty in pink. Rebel Yell. Nothing on the wolves yet. A white with 4, a white with Mighty Blow, a flesh column with block, and nothing on the second fleshy. Minus armor value zombie, a zombie with 5, and zombie, zombie, zombie. So that's how they stand. 2 team rerolls. Sweet 16. They misspelled sweat. Right then. And 1 win, 3 losses. Strange again on the Necromantic team there, but... Necromantic team. Yeah, they were Necromantic. I'm not crazy. If I keep saying to myself I'm not crazy, I must in fact be crazy, of course. And Khaleesi Maya then, the last in the team of Rebel with the anime rejects. The last elf team. Rebel, 1040 TV, 80k in the bank, and again pretty in pink. We've gone for a pink theme in this team, apparently. And down to 9 players, which is a bit hard straight away. 3 team rerolls and an Apothecary. We got Thrower on 4, Blitzer on 4, Blitzer with Mighty Blow, nice. Catcher on 3, Catcher with Agility, Niggle, I guess. I don't know why I'm even checking, it's definitely Niggle. Ziggy Stardust is also bountied, I'm pretty sure. Lineman with Dodge, Lineman with 5, and Lineman with Crazy Hair. And that's it for this team. I feel that's been enough to look at their names as well, to be honest. So, 2 wins, 2 losses. Let's have a look at the bounties as they stand on this team then for the last time. Rebel. Where are we? So, Come on Nature. No, that's Rebel Rocket League, sorry. Where's Rebel? Rebel are down here, I see. So, we've got Khaleesi Maya's Catcher Ziggy Stardust, his Lineman Major Tom, and his Blitzer Halloween Jack, because we're nice to Rebel apparently. And the Werewolf on Rumblebee's team, Rebel Yell, of course, was taken by Andy's. It was the one bounty that was caught. These bounties still stand, and everybody in this bounty list, the sheet is at the top of chat if you want to check it. Everybody in this bounty list cannot be bountied again. I repeat that one more time. They cannot be bountied again. They're already bountied. You can, of course, bounty any player on an opposing team that you are not playing. 1 bounty, 1 team. They're the rules, just to remind you. If only 1 person votes for a piece, they automatically get 3 points. If you vote for the same piece twice, as in 2 leagues vote for the same piece, they get 6. 3 get 9, maximum is of course 12. And considering that I think the loonies are going to be really picked on, I wouldn't be surprised to see, to be honest, at least 1/6 on the Loomies. But we'll see. So if you want to really bother Gerber, Bounty Wolf Rider, the rookie ghoul. Yeah, maybe. That niggle was as close I got to claiming a bounty. Well, it was a good piece to niggle. And the 3-level players on these anime rejects were already bountied. That is very true. And your opponent next game, MG Fnatic and Looney. Yeah, sorry, you have the beaten up goblins next game. That's something I should talk about as well. So next round, again, this is in the sheet if you do want to check it out. Round 2. First thing, the official end of bounties is Friday. I will be sending tickets out as well then, I guess. I may send them out tomorrow, but I'm not going to launch any game before Friday. The official start will be on the Saturday, I guess. So that's your timeline. Natica's Chosen take on Rebel and Metal. I've got you first, my man. We finally get to play a game. I've been waiting a long time to play you. The first round is, of course, Stunty, Bash, Hybrid, Dash, Hybrid, Dash. So in the Natica's Chosen versus Rebel, myself versus Metal, Undo versus Kalisti Maya, Bliss versus Gerber, D-Man versus Rumblebee. The second matchup is ICBBL against BB Lands. Sayima takes on Zaubek. Varksen takes on, not Varksen, we need to change Varksen. Japati takes on Monkey Chunks. Sorry about that. You're still Varksen in the sheet for some reason. Mesh takes on Lockistar, and Andes takes on GW007. I will be fixing that. And in the last group, Rebel Rookie League take on Mad, of course. Kakengrad and McNaughton switch teams now. And I'm not entirely sure this listing is correct. I'm going to have to double check this, but never mind. So Kakengrad takes on Minimus, Shadora takes on Break YT, Steak Mittens takes on Godnir, and McNaughton takes on Point Blank. I'm not sure about that. I'll double check it, but because McNaughton is playing Dark Elves, unless it's in the wrong order. That's possible. So fine. No, it is correct, actually. It is correct. Sorry, so that one more time. Cake takes on Minimus, Shadora takes on Break YT, Steak Mittens takes on Godonir, and McNaughton takes on Point Blank. I will be replacing all Varksens with Chapati right this second. Varksen. Okay, I say right this second, it's going to take me a little bit to trigger the bloody thing. So let's go back to chat. They also lucked out in a way that I have zero skill to actually punch them with, talking about the match between Saimar and the anime rejects. Also, my comment on Wolf Rider was about the ghoul's namesake. Wolf Rider was an AG3 Tomb Guardian in former life. Fair enough. And unless you counter wrestle. Sure thing. So, chat, thank you very much. I'll actually be back in a little bit because I've got to do a couple of videos today. I'm going to announce the World Cup qualifier officially, and I'm also going to make a short video promoting Twitch on YouTube. So if you still want to hear my voice for some reason, then I'll be back after a very short break. Thank you very much for sitting in for this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have fun, round 2 guys, and bounty the shit out of each other. It's going to be great. Bye bye for now.